So we're back with another lovely book review, The Body Doesn't Lie. So when I read this book, the initial things that got me was it was talking about how emotional pain can manifest in physical pain. And it pulled from a lot of different areas in here, and I'm really wanting to find it. I wish I bookmarked. There it is. So here, right? And I went ahead and circled the areas that hurt for me. And this is how I ended up getting interested in the book. So I circled it, and then I flipped to the back or front, and I started reading it. So as I was reading it, it was talking about how stress and how past trauma and current, trauma or stress manifests in pain in areas in your body and what they represent. So as I started reading through this, and it was a really hard read because it was clearly written just for women, but they ask all these questions on here, and like upper back pain, which is something that I have on it, and it's like, am I feeling angry or fear, insecurity perhaps? Yes. Could it be a bonus that I was expecting never came? Do I feel inadequate? All these different things on it. And then from there, it shows and says that, like, for example, my neck right here, like right here, hurts. Now, if you flip over to where this was at, it is a back, right? And it gives remedies on how to like massage out the pain, but it also tells you kind of what you're feeling on it. And for this, it says this point helps blood supply the brain, face, middle ear, relieves tension, headache, sinus issues, insomnia, tiredness, dizziness, fear, and confusion. So basically, fear and confusion right there. Like, I didn't really know where to go on things. The other one is B on the back, which is basically your trapezoids. And it says that helps in control, judgment, and courage. Often the pain causes from emotional insecurity, fear of loss of power or control, and generally carrying the world on your shoulders. Helps let go of the overload. And that is, to a large degree, true. Like, I have an innate fear of the future because I have no idea what it looks like, and it seems like anytime I have something to count on, it poof out the door. Which we talked about that in my vlog, kind of my thoughts and feelings on that. So we won't get too much into that, but since I have adopted the mindfulness book and doing that for 8 weeks, this career change and this bright new future that I have started to cultivate for myself, it looks good. I'm not counting on it, but it looks good, and I'm not afraid. My shoulders don't hurt. They don't hurt there. And then there's C on the back, which is right between your shoulder blades on it. Here it says, helps release inner chaos or bitterness, helps you forgive and feel free. It also helps with panic, sadness, and shock after an accident. Well, I've had a few accidents. I've had shock over relapses. I've had panic about what I'm going to do, sadness over what I thought I wanted, and so on and so forth, and it helps me forgive. And notice I said what I thought I wanted. Like, I forgive I'm trying to forgive myself for thinking wrong, so to speak. And as the book continues, it starts to talk about different ways to spiritually like release yourself from this and get into a positive function. They give little routines that they want you to do for a week, and each one builds on each other. Then from there, you know, in the routine it has like a liver flush smoothie, but it actually gives you the ingredients to make it if you wanted to make it. All this stuff kind of looked gross to me, and it told me to give up diet soda, which I'm not going to do, but I found it extremely helpful in kind of getting to the root problem of why I'm feeling the way I feel. You know, I notice that I fall into this cycle of scramble out there, grab something, anything that is just the first thing that comes along, so you have something. You know, be that friends, job, relationship, whatever. You know, and then those aren't always like the best option, right? And then you start to feel sad, resentful, and it manifests. And it manifests in your body. And then it gives you kind of holistic approaches to things. But the question, sorry, I got sidetracked on it. The question is, why do I keep doing that cycle? How do I get out of it? Why am I feeling this way that's making me do that? Well, it's the inner chaos that I don't know what the fuck the future holds or what I'm going to do. But at least now I have somewhat of a better idea of it, and I can manage the pain, which will let me be cognizant enough to be mindful enough to get out of this. At least that's what I'm hoping. I would give this book a read. It took me maybe 3 days to read, if that. I kind of, you know, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I highly encourage it. Bye.